This video is made in collaboration with D5 Render. Hey guys, I'm super excited to show you how to make this animation in D5 Render. I model the building in Blender and bring it to D5 later. Make sure to watch the whole thing if you are new to D5 just like me, and we dive in together. Let's get started. Oh, and by the way, I'm using D5 Pro version, but you can also use the free version, which you can download it straight away. I will put the link on my description. Now let's get started for real. Alright, first thing, I already prepared the model in Blender before. I made shipping container houses that join together. Now this is already assigned with material, but later we still need to apply new material in D5. We also need to make the initial ground for the house, and for the rest of the ground or terrain, we will use the awesome feature of D5 later. This base ground doesn't need to be big, as we will connect it later with the terrain in D5. I want this patio to have a bit of overhang and have some steps to go up there as well. Now we need path. Start by adding a plane. Now we add curve. This will determine the path shape. And since I'm lazy, I will delete the default vertex and draw it freehand. I found a method of making this path from Soayo YouTube channel, and I'm really sorry if I mispronounce it. Really amazing video, and I put the link of that video in my description. If your object looks weird after adding curve, make sure to move the mesh exactly on the middle of that curve object. This is a common problem when using subdivision modifier, and by increasing the edge crease, as we can see, it's not working. So instead we use the common way to fix this by extruding the edge just a little bit, and this will fix that rounded edge. Now we add shrink wrap modifier to make our path follow the terrain shape. Also, let's add solidify. And don't worry about the sharp edge, as we will cover it later with grass or rock. We got everything modeled in Blender. Let's prepare to move out to D5. Now you need two things. First one is the D5 rendered software, and the second one is the D5 Sync add-on for Blender specifically. Make sure to install the D5 software first, then the add-on. After you installed it, make sure it's enabled in the preferences. Now let's find the D5 tab on side panel, and after that just press Sync, and that's it. Since this is my first file, select New Project. Now we wait, let Blender and D5 do its thing. Now we're already inside the D5 and it's synchronized exactly the same as the Blender scene. If you can't move, change the movement from orbit to fly. And use WASD to move around. Now the fun part begins. To be honest, I'm also really excited to try this feature, which is the terrain tool. It's added by default, and to access it, just click this terrain object under the layer panel. We can click this plus button to quickly add pre-made terrain. And each of this object will blend seamlessly, and that's really awesome. Since I want to have a lake in front of the building, I will add crater. You can customize the amount of height map, scale, and position. We need to connect the background in Blender with the terrain in D5. We will use the manual terrain brush to connect it. I noticed the background is too jagged and sharp, so I need to go back to Blender and add the subdiv modifier. Now we click the sync button. Also, the cool thing is that I'm not even applying the modifier, but it works on the D5. Let's add a basic plane for our water. Change the material template from custom to water and feel free to play around with parameters. By default, the terrain is look like a snowy mountain and I want to change it. There's already quick presets for terrain biome that we can select. Now we paint the terrain. Besides for visual, painting the terrain also acts as our base for scattering later. So the scatter system will be limited to that painted area with the selected texture. For the background, we use the same texture as terrain we painted before. Now we begin texturing the building. D5 texturing is based by assigned material on the mesh. So that's why you need to assign materials in Blender even if you plan to texture it later in D5. I'm adding new layer for the scatter system. And we start with the base ground first. You can locate the scatter button on the top of the viewport. And you can choose to select by model or by material. I will choose by material because if I choose by model, the whole sync model will be recognized as one model. On the right side panel, while scattering system is selected, we can go to content section and click this blue button to add assets we want to scatter. You can play around with the parameters here or even use the preset for the scattering pattern. Some plants are generated under the house and we don't want that. We will use call function here on the effects section, and again it works really well. Press X to switch between by model or by material selection. I go for by material selection and just select the material that I don't want to have plants. I'm adding rock around the path edge to make it more soft. I did quick render and now I want to make a quick assessment and annotate it. Basically I want tree behind the house, tall evergreen trees. The same on the left side, but on the center I will keep the trees low and show mountain on the back. This material on the front will be changed to just plain ground and will be covered with vegetation. And finally add taller plant as well on the corner. Now let's scatter vegetation for the rest of the area. Let's add new mountain at the center as I drew before. Now I'm adding few rocks to hide the bare ground. Also adding tall grass on the corner. There's also backdrop plane available in the assets library that's really helpful for adding reflections without slowing down your system. The other things that I like in the D5 assets library is decal. It adds imperfection to your model surface. I don't really go bold with these and just make it barely visible. Setting up camera is almost the same as in Blender. So we need to add the starting scene and then add the end scene. It can be more than 2 scenes, but I suggest having as few as possible for smooth and consistent camera movement. To add new camera, go to the top left corner of the timeline, go for the new shot and select current view. Repeat the process until you got every shot you want. I also playing with the depth of field to get the blur and focus effect. Now I'm adding lighting inside of the house to make it feel more alive. Now we got a lot of options for setting up exposure. You can set it manually by tweaking the parameters in Environment and Effect tab, or using preset by accessing this Studio button on top left corner. After finish downloading, double click it and it will be applied on your scene. Or the third option, you can go to top right corner to use your own image and get processed by the AI inside of the D5. Any method is fine as long as you got what you aim for. For now I'm going manual, but I'm really interested to utilize AI more in D5, and I will do that in the next video. Make sure to click Update all parameters, otherwise your adjustment will not be applied. Then you can copy paste the parameters from one scene to another. Finally, for the output, I'm using 2K resolution with MP4 format and 60 FPS. Add it to render queue. Set your output location and click Save and Render. And that's it. It takes me around 1 hour to render this 40-second long animation, and to be honest, that's fast and I'm really happy about it. If this video was helpful, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more. Many thanks for D5 Render to collaborate with me in this video. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in the next video.